Alrighty, game 1 of the draft. I got knocked back down to silver. Is that where you start, or do you start in gold? If you were... I didn't hit masters last month, so I would start lower than what I usually do. This is a really good hand. All 3 of my influences, even a scout every turn, and then it's fantastic blockers. I couldn't ask for a better hand with this deck. Alright. And also 3 power, which is the ideal amount of power you want in your opening hand. The opening hand could not be any better. Alright, we'll put this out there first because we want to do damage to our opponent if he doesn't do anything. And that one does the most damage. So let's just go ahead and attack for 2. And then here we will play the 2/1 flyer. We'll play Edgings next turn and use it if he doesn't give us a good reason to play the Sand Viper. Putting an extra power on the board doesn't seem as important as scouting for next turn. I think we will want another power so we can play a 5/5, but after that, we're gonna start shipping away all the power that we draw. Yeah, really happy trading here. My 2/1 isn't gonna be any better, I don't think. Yeah, let's just make the trade. So let's just go ahead and scout. Now I want to put any kind of power to the bottom. That's perfect. So that cryptic edging there basically drew me a card because that 6th power was completely useless to me at this stage of the game. So it's the power of the cryptic edging is just it's subtle, but over the course of a long game, it's just incredible. Oh, he's not gonna make this trade. My 2/1 wants to die, and he definitely doesn't want to die with that. So. Alright, we're able to do 6 damage to our opponent here. We're not a very aggressive deck, so chipping away is perfectly fine for us. What? You cannot be serious. Even with the finest hour, that's just a 2-for-1 trade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm gonna offer this trade here. Not for the 5/5. I should have played this after combat. That was really lazy, by the way. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. I think I'm still not really afraid of this guy attacking. Even if it's a 6/6, I can just chump it if I have to. But I'd rather just take a look at what I'm drawing next. No. I'll play this. Let's discourage him from attacking us. The reason why I didn't use edgings is because I'm okay with drawing any card. Even a power, I think, is okay. Because if I draw a power, I can just make this into a 3/4. What? That seems like a great deal. Wow, my opponent is just not respecting the power that it's giving. I guess maybe if he's power flooded. Oh, he's trying to spark this thing? That's not even worth it. Even if you sparked it, it's only you only get a 1/1 goblin. Alright, so let's scout first. Definitely don't want that thing. So I can play Sandstorm as a trick to make this into a 5/5. But that still doesn't let me attack into a 6/6, which is really annoying. I don't want to attack with 1/2. I'm just gonna go ahead and play this and pass the turn here. Uh-oh. He's gonna kill my 1/2 and swing in with the 6/6. That's fine, it's still a trade. I can block his 6/6 with my 5/5 and 2/5. Yeah, that's fine. Now I need to draw something that's not power. Oh geez, thank goodness for this cryptic edgings. I would have drawn, what, 3 extra power if I didn't have this edging? Whew. Very thankful that I have it, actually. Alright, let's see if we can bait him into a terrible attack here with the Sandstorm. Because the Sandstorm lets me eat this for sure, but this grows as well into a 3/3. So it may be, I don't know, it may let me go into some kind of a profitable block. We'll see. So far, we haven't cared too much about what my opponent's doing, but my opponent has 4 cards in hand and a very powerful board position, so my opponent's doing really well. Thank goodness I have a lot of fatties here that can hold back his giant units here. So that's an easy free eat. We'll eat that. Okay, well that's a good trick to have. Let's see what's coming up. That's also good to have. It's gonna let me finish off something after. Well, this is only good if I attack him, he blocks, and then I finish it off. But I still have to trade 2 cards for 1 card. The Mithril Mace is actually not fantastic in the current moment. It lets me kill some of his like weaker units and maybe a flying unit if he has one. But I actually don't think that Mithril Mace is gonna win me this game. Not against this. I'm gonna ship it, and that may be a mistake, but I'm gonna ship it. I can put this onto it and make it a 4-6. Or I can just make this into a 7-6. I'm going to go ahead and make this into... The reason why I don't want to put it into the 5-5 is because it becomes a 7-6 and still just trades 1-on-1 with his 6-6 here. If he attacks with a 6-6, in fact, I can't kill it, even if I block with both of them, which is actually really bad. But if I put it onto here, like this, I spread out my power so that, for one, if he has a removal, he doesn't get to just kill. Well, I guess there's an Aegis, which helps. But another thing too is, if he attacks with a 6-6, like I still can't block with this, even with the short barrel on it. So I'm just gonna take 6 every turn from this thing. Because I can't even gang block that with both my other units if the weapon is on the 5-5 instead. Well, my opponent's deck is going. It's really getting going. How afraid am I of the Gear Master? Let's scout. I don't think I want the second bubble. Alright. Let's just go ahead and silence the Gear Master here. It's the one that is most likely to give me problems. And as it is right now, he can't attack into me, so I think I'm in pretty good shape. I'm pretty happy to just wait things out. Nightfall is alright. It benefits me as much as it benefits him. But my opponent is drawing really well, though. He's drawing a lot of good cards. And I'm drawing into, like, ancient bubbles and stuff, so it's not great. Okay, good. Now we got something going. Now my opponent is actually forced to do something. Now the question is, do I want to use Cryptic Edgings, or do I want to keep up both the Envelop and the Invigorate in case something really weird happens? I'm going to go ahead and keep up both the Invigorate and the Envelop. Oh. No! My Ancient Bubble! No! Oh, he kills the Edgings instead. I don't know if that's intentional. Or does my opponent seriously think that the Edgings is winning me the game more so than a bubble now? I don't know about that. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit him for 1. I don't feel like my opponent has a very good attack. I feel like if my opponent makes any kind of attack, he's gonna lose a lot of his units. Uh-oh, that's a giant unit. Yeah, so 6-6 finally decides he wants to come in. Nope, he still doesn't want to. Alright. He's gonna come in soon, but I'm still just gonna chip away at him here in the air. Alright, so I have 2 tricks in my hand. I'm actually really not afraid of playing around things. So we're gonna go ahead and so this is a 4-6. If he has a trick, it becomes a 8-6. 8-6 still can't kill both of these units. He can only kill 1. And I'm actually okay taking that damage right now. So, because I have both tricks up, I am just really not afraid. Yeah, 4-6, it becomes an 8-6. He still only kills 1 unit. Fight. Uh-oh. He has no trick, so he has a burn spell? Oh, they patched it. It no longer says continue. So let's just bounce that. And I can save one of... No, let's... it doesn't matter. I'll trade that with one of these units. Either one is fine. Okay. Oh, yes. This is why you need to kill the ancient bubble, my friend. Alright. So he's down to 7. He's gonna take another one from his Nightfall trigger. Wait, what? Oh, I returned it to his hand, so he gets the dinosaur ally trigger again. Interesting. Alright. I don't need to play the Sandbind Sentinel because nothing... He can't kill me in attack, so I don't need it to block. I'd rather keep the Sentinel in my hand in case he plays a flying unit, then I can still hit him in the air. So I think it's actually better to hold this in my hand. He's conceded because he can't get through no matter what, and he's getting chipped away for 2 per turn. And my units are getting bigger and bigger. I think he definitely should have killed my Ancient Bubble, but then again, you know, it's really counterintuitive. How often do you play against a player that actually drafts around an Ancient Bubble, right? So you can't fault my opponent for making the decisions that he made. Alright, next game. Game number 2. 1 power. Oh, that's a no-brainer. Hey, perfect power again. This is great. Oh, jeez. This is such a good hand. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Wait, do I want to play this in turn 1 and let him know I have it? Because I can't activate it. No, I have to play the Combre Banner on turn 1, because otherwise I can't play the Sand Viper on turn 2. I don't have another time source. Yeah, these 2 Sand Vipers is going to hold the ground forever, and this is just going to grow every turn, so he needs a good premium removal spell, or this is going to get him. I guess Entrapment is common. Vanquish, though, is uncommon, so it's harder for him to have Vanquish. Opponent hasn't done anything on turn 2, which is good. I'm expanding my board position. Oh, wow. Huh. 2 Inspires. Damn it. Alright, whatever. We'll just be slightly mana inefficient to grow this unit. If I had drawn a power there, I could have also played another 2-drop, and that would have really helped. 6/6. Alright. We'll see who gets bigger. This Vampire still gets to attack him, so... Meh. And very soon, this 6/6 is not going to do anything, so... My 1/2 trumps his 6/6. This 6/6 has 2 Inspired working for him, and it's a 3-drop, and he loses to my 2-power common in time. This is how powerful Sand Vipers are. Cryptic Etchings, though, it's a very good card. My opponent is someone who understands the value of Cryptic Etchings in a long game. Using it this early, though, means that he won't be able to do too many things in one turn. That's fine. This is just free damage. Yeah, this is going by +2/+2 every turn, so very soon my opponent is going to be in a hell of a lot of trouble. He's got his own 7/7. That's okay, my 7/7 trumps yours because it's just gigantic. I need power though. Now I'm going to hold back both the Vipers in case anything goes wrong. I can still block. Like if you... Oh, jeez. Alright, now I'm in some trouble. He's got some good fatties there. And I got stuck on 4 power. My opponent's on 8. That's one of the biggest problems. So let's see what happens. I attack with a if I make this and then to 11-11, what happens? He can block with these two and kill it. And then I can give it Invigorate, which makes it 13-13. He can block it with these two and kill it. As long as he keeps this 5-5 alive, I'm going to be in some bit of trouble. Yeah, I'm just going to go... Or he can actually triple block it with the 6-6. If he blocks with the 6-6-7-7-5-5, that's going to be 18. It dies no matter what. The best I can do is kill 2 units. That's actually not a very good attack. Let's just go ahead and do this. I'm kind of hoping he just stops drawing power, but then because he has Cryptic Edgings, it's unlikely that he doesn't draw the cards that he wants. He has a very good filtering system. And I got stuck on power for so long. I really need... Oh, I need a way to ambush this 3-3. I'm going to lose to this ground unit, ground force here very quickly. I think I'm going to have to edge here and spend some power on getting... I need a way to kill the Pillar of Amar, and I think the only thing that I have that will work is the Archive Creator, which just has a silence effect. So that's 1 card in 20-something. I don't know if I should, like, rush for it. But how else am I going to win this game? Because right now, I'm just going to lose at this point. I need to cast Sandstorm, so I just have to code up 1 power. So my opponent knows something's up because I didn't use all my power, and I have 1 Ancient Bubble unused. So I'm just openly telling my opponent I have a trick, but I don't think he'll play around it. I think he's just going to attack me anyway. I don't think my opponent can lose here. I need a way to get... Oh, no. Oh, that's good. That's good. Because otherwise, I need a way to kill the pillar, right? At least this way, he loses his 5-4. There's nothing time and justice can do. I mean, this is just going to eat it no matter what happens. Oh, I can win the game by just going in the air with a 12-12. Okay. This is another out. Alright. Oh man, I really hope he doesn't have a... I'm pretty sure he has an entrapment. That's kind of sad. I can't even play this. I think I'm just gonna go and run into the entrapment. There's nothing else I can do. He doesn't have it, he loses the game. But if I attack with this and it dies, then he attacks me and I get screwed pretty hard. I'm gonna test the waters a little bit with this. So I'm gonna keep up both Envelop and Reinvigorate. In case anything really weird happens, no. I can afford to not use the Envelop here. I'm just gonna keep up the Invigorate. So next turn, I can evolution this and give it flying and actually kill him in the air. So he's coming all in now. He's desperate. Okay, so let's just block the 7-7 here. We'll eat the 6-6, no problem, and we'll eat one of the 5-5s, I guess, and take 11 damage, which I think I'm okay with. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Reinvigorate or something? Okay, so this is unblocked, right? So this is a 14-14. If I pump this, it becomes a 14-14, I guess? So he gets Endurance, so he has 1 battle skill. Then he gets +1/+1 for each battle skill. So this is just a 14-14. So I guess I have to do this. Oh, okay. That's not good. So he has a Protect in his hand. Oh no, that is not good. Oh, I could have won if I had just gone balls to the walls with the accelerated evolution on my 13-13 last turn, I think. So that is going to cost me the game here, I think. So I need some blockers. And I still want to hit him. So let's see. 1 mana, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do these 3, but that doesn't help. I can play the Watchwing to block with as well. And the Reinvigorate to block. I'm going to do it this way. Shit, I should have played this onto here, give it +1/+1, and endurance. But I think I will live here, right? So he attacks with everything. I chump the 2 biggest units, take 11. Yeah, I should have enough life to win this game. I'm gonna play this. Oh, that was really inefficient with my power. I should have used one of the ancient bubble. I should have used the ancient bubble and go to 22. I hope that 1 life doesn't cost me the game. I am punting this game. I am making some stupid mistakes. And take 10? I think this is acceptable. Oh wait, I have to kill this 1/1, don't I? Oh no! Oh, I actually have to kill this 1/1. Oh, I just lost the game. Can I survive next turn? Can I block? I need to block 3 things? So I can block the 7/7. I can reinvigorate, block the 6/6. And then take 13. Oh, I screwed up so many times this game. Oh no. I screwed up so many times. Oh, and he gets lifesteal. Now I lose for sure. Oh no, I threw this game away. I'm such a bad player. I need to think a little longer in each of those turns. I definitely played too hasty there. What I needed to do was I needed to play the accelerated evolution on my 5/5 flyers to become a 6/6 flying endurance. That will make it impossible for my opponent to attack with those 5/5s, and I can eat one of those 5/5s every turn. Oh, that was so bad. If I had cast the evolution onto my 5/5 flyer and make it into an endurance unit, I think I win this game. Oh man, that was just horrendously played. Alright, I need to take a break. I'm not thinking straight. I'm gonna have to record the rest of these games tomorrow. Oh, that was just so many mistakes after another, and then not using my power efficiently. Because every turn I had the option to use bubble and use etchings, and I just never did. Yeah, just really bad plays all around. And then losing my 13-13 to a 7/7. Oh man, bad playing, bad playing. Alright. I'll see you next game. Alright, game number 3. I've taken a night off. Let's hope I don't make really dumb mistakes today and lose games. Hey, our power base has been surprisingly good. It's been perfect every game we played. Very lucky. Exactly 3 power, all 3 influences. Pretty crappy 1-drops, and pretty mediocre 2-drop, and an okay 5-drop. I think this is keepable. Having the bubble in our hand is actually quite nice because we have 3 cards that synergizes very well with it, and 2 of those cards are very early game cards. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and play that so that we can be most efficient with our power. Turn 2, of course, is just going to be Praxis Stranger. We may not activate this at all into turn 4 at this point. That gives me... I am going to block if he attacks. I don't need my Praxis Stranger for anything. My opponent's looking like it's got a pretty aggressive deck. So let's just go ahead and downgrade his 2 damage for 1 damage. And besides, the 1/1 can't really attack. Then again, a 2/1 can't really attack either, but once I play the Record Keeper. But it's fine. Let's just play this. That is problematic. Makes me very glad that I have a Mithril Axe, Mithril Mace. I'm just hoping he doesn't have any great weapons to put onto it this turn. Well, 2 more turns, then I can kill it for free. But, oh, that's perfect. Alright. Let's just do that. Now, this is gonna grow by 1 every turn, and hopefully very soon overpower my opponent. Okay. That's fine. I'm not too afraid of a 4-3 at this point of the game. Yeah, I'll trade this for a trick. The trick's gonna get me eventually anyway. So this is fine. I'll just make this even bigger. I'll save the Enveloper in a future turn. The unfortunate thing is this is only 4/4. Okay, good. I can actually ambush this with my Sandstorm instead of using the Mithril Mace. The problem with using the Mithril Mace is it dies afterwards. He's just going to swing with everything, and he's going to kill the Mace pretty much for free. So let's just hold back here, and we'll eat the 1/1 here and take quite a bit of damage. But I think we can afford to take some damage here. Oh, he's not going to attack those, of course. That actually tells me he doesn't have a trick, so it's quite good for us. Yep, very safe because I have the Envelop. In case he has a trick, I can always... Oh, I guess I can't Envelop it because it has Aegis. So it's not super duper safe. But if I play this Mace and kill the 3/3, he needs to swing in with both to kill my Hammer. And I eats the 4/3 for free. And he kills it with a 1/1. That's actually a pretty good deal. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So he's forced to... basically throw a 4/3 away if he wants to kill my 3/1 weapon. Otherwise, I keep my weapon, which is really, really good for me. So I'm forcing my opponent to make a decision here. If he has a trick, though, then he is in really good shape. Okay. Alright. Now I have to decide if I want to kill this. I'm actually just going to take it and lose my weapon here, because my unit gets better and better, and his will not get any better. And also, I have no other units in play. So... the Invigorate makes this a 6/6, I believe, if I understand how this works. It gives it Endurance, so it has 1 battle skill, and then it gets +1/+1, so it's a 6/6. So I'm still not profitable until I do this. Then, the block with the Reinvigorate is very profitable. So what I think I'll do here is do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and Reinvigorate this and block. I do get kind of destroyed by a trick, but I don't think I want to play around a trick at this point. I don't feel like my opponent's playing like he has a trick, so I think I'm okay here. I'm just going to go ahead and trade this. I don't care too much about the 3/3. I actually do want a power because I have a really expensive Sentinel in my hand, and I would like to get this out sometime. Okay, that's good enough. My opponent concedes. He realizes he can't beat this Life Force unit that gets +1/+1 every single turn, that now has Endurance. So he's just given up. But with green, though, he always has Entrapment, so maybe he doesn't have any in his deck. Or maybe he only has 1 copy and he doesn't like his chances of drawing into it. But I do feel like my opponent might have given up a little early there. But yeah, so despite Ancient Bubble being a very mediocre card on its own, and the Disciplined Amnera, whatever it's called, is also a really, really mediocre card, together they're quite good. Actually, I didn't put the Camo into my deck because I didn't think it would be consistent getting Primal, the blue source, but every single game I've been getting the blue source really reliably. It actually makes me wonder if I should put the Camo into my deck, because it combos just so well, and it's free, right? Wait, how do I even look at... okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it just grows the Life Force unit so much faster because it's automatic. You don't even have to pay a power for it, and it's not a bad blocker. And getting a life every turn is pretty good. I'm actually thinking about adding that into my deck. Maybe up my power source by my primal source by 1 to fit it in. But I guess that begs the question, what do I take out for it? And so far, the Praxis Strangers has been kind of underwhelming. The Envelop hasn't been super, super important, but I kind of like the safety of having it in my hand a lot. So maybe I shouldn't remove it. I do like every other card. The Tandem Watchwing is decidedly weak in my deck just because I have no other Valkyries, and it's always just going to be a 2-1 flying unit that trades with one of their flying units. Let's try that. Let's see how that goes. We'll add one more primal. That means we'll have to reduce time, probably. Not sure about this, but yeah, all my time requirements are a single time. Sorry, all my justice. Sorry, all my I removed the time. So let's take a look at the time cards. I got distracted there. Yeah, a lot of my time requirements is a single time, all the way into the 5-drop slot. So my first double justice and double time are both in the 5-drop slot, so I feel like this is fine. That gives me 5 power sources, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 sources of time, 6, 7, 8, and 9 sources of justice. Yeah, okay. I'm sold. Let's try that out. Alright, we're into game number 4. Let's see what we have here. I don't have time, but I do have 2 power, and I can play the Praxis Stranger, but that's a pretty weak 2-drop. Any power, no matter what it is, I can play a good 3-drop, and any other power I can play a 4-drop, both of which are quite good. I'm actually kind of thinking of keeping this hand, just because this card is so powerful. I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand, because we have a 2-drop with 3 turns to draw another power to play a very good 3-drop, and then, I don't need to play the Accelerated Evolution on turn 3 or 4. At any given point in the game I draw this card, it's amazing. Yeah, I think it was worth a keep. You have to make the assumption that your deck will draw power, because I have 17 of them in my deck. You can't just ship any 2-power hand like this. Especially this one is quite good. And all I need... So in this hand, all I need is power, and the hand's quite good. Whereas some other 2-power hands that I have redrawn before is like, you need to draw the power, but you also have to draw other cards, so then it's too much to ask for. That's very aggressive. Burning a very good... Did he warp this? I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention. If he has... Hey, I can't really play. Did he... Oh, he played this out of his hand, so he didn't even warp it. That's kind of an aggressive play. Wow, perfect. Yeah, that's a very aggressive play, and a very, I guess, kind of a waste of a 2-damage burn spell, because this unit is really bad, and that unit is likely not getting a couple more hits in, so he's trading a good card for a bad card, so that another bad card can hit me once. That doesn't feel like a very effective use of your cards. Pylord, So yeah, I didn't like my opponent's play that last turn. I'm definitely going to attack him. There's no reason... I could go all in, make this a 6/6 flying endurance unit, and I don't think red and green can ever beat it. Red, most of the common red removal spells only does 5 damage, or less, and green only can... Oh no, he can have entrapment. Man, I really hate playing against green. You're always afraid of entrapment. I don't have another 4-drop. I'm not going to play the Archive Curator out there for this. I don't want to lose this to an entrapment. I don't even get the value of the Entomb effects. I'm actually just going to do nothing. My opponent's not doing anything. I feel like attacking Entomb is too risky. Entrapment is a common removal spell, so chances are your opponent could have it. It's just not worth the risk. Now I think I can go and do this, but if he has entrapment, he can still do it next turn. Yeah, I'll give it flying. I'll give it flying at the very least, so I can hit him for 5. No, let's go like this. I think this puts my opponent into a pretty rough position, because if he wants to hold up entrapment, then he can't play anything else. And if he doesn't play anything else, then I just won't attack. I know, like so. So it gives me another opportunity. And if he taps out, then I'm free to attack. Okay, okay. So he's racing me here. So if I block, actually, I'll just bounce this. And take my 3. And then he loses his weapon next turn, and then I can block next turn. So that is a very all-in attack by my opponent, and he's gonna get destroyed by it here. Yeah, I'll play this 5/5. That's gonna block. I think my units are too big now. Like, even if we place the 3/3 flyer, it's not gonna do anything. I think he gives up. Okay, so he gives up. Yeah, so I think in this game, I think my card quality is just much higher than my opponent's, and also my opponent's deck seems to have a lot of expensive cards. He has a 2-drop, and then he had a 5 and 6-drop. His 3-drop was a complete waste of a turn, I think, playing his warp shot or hip shot onto my fairly useless Praxis Stranger. And of course, having a 2-power 3/1 is completely useless if you don't have a deck that's fairly aggressive, and you can take advantage of that early game aggression with a very high power attacking units like a 3/1. So I think my opponent drew the wrong curve. I don't know what the rest of his deck looks like. But he definitely drew the wrong curve, and he didn't do enough. And my cards were just, and also the cards that I've seen from his deck, the card quality of my deck is much higher. So, not surprising that he runs out of steam there by mid game. All right, next game. 1 power. This is a sweet combo, though. You can grow this as early as turn 2, but yeah, I'm a couple of power short from being amazing, because if I have 2 more power in their time, then I can go turn 1, turn 2, use it, turn 3, turn 4, use it, and these 2 units will basically win me the game. But as it is, too bad. Oh no, 2 Primal and no Justice. But then again, I don't have any Justice cards in my hand, so that's okay. I mean, I don't have any Justice units, I mean. So that's okay. This Ageless Mentor is only hitting the Lumen. That's not great. I would really like to draw a couple more 4-drops so that this is amazing. Because right now, I would rather just play this Dinosaur on turn 3 instead. That's a very early and very aggressive deck. 2 damage per turn starting from turn 1 is no joke. This chipping away every turn is applying a lot of pressure, and it's forcing me to do something. If we just kind of clog up the ground, I will eventually lose to this unit. Especially because my deck has very few ways of killing flying units. Oh, so now it's even better. Now I can't even attack him because it's a 5/5, a 3/5. Alright, so this is somewhat problematic here for us. I could put the Aegis onto this, making it a 6/5 this turn, but in all other turns, it'll be a 5/4. And a 5/4 ground unit is gonna get basically stumped by most ground units out there. So it's not fantastic. If I can hold out one more turn, play the Ageless Mentor this turn, play the Recruit next turn, and then put the weapon onto it, it becomes a 6/9, I think? 6/8. Then it's really good for attacking. No, I feel like I can't wait. If I put so if I put my weapon on this turn, the next turn, I don't have any good plays. I'm just playing a 2/2. Because I still have to play the Ageless Mentor first before these cards get good. I'm going to attack him with a 4/4 and see if he'll block. And see if I can bluff this. Yeah, so I still got my damage in, which is what I wanted. And now I can set up my next turn, and then my next turn with Giant Fatties, and hope to race this 3/5 in the air. And hopefully draw into my Sandstorm, I guess is really what I'm hoping to draw into. Wow, my opponent's got some good cards. This Ward... Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I'm basically taking 2 damage a turn instead of 3, which is not bad at all. That means next turn I'm not gonna play the short barrel, Well, I guess I still could. I'll decide if I want to play the Disciplined Amanera and activate, or just play the weapon and then activate. Ooh, wow. Yeah, my opponent's deck is... Oh, very good. Damn. Oh no, I can't kill the 3-5. This is only a 3-4. Unless he makes some kind of a sketchy block here. If I attack with everything, what is his most common block? So the 2-4 is going to eat my 2-2. The 3-5 will eat my 3-3. And then the 4-4 will eat my 2-3, and he takes 4 and loses his armor. And afterwards, I play the relic weapon and kill his 3-5. My relic weapon survives, but he has all 3 of his units surviving, and I lose 3 of my units, and then he attacks back, and I lose my weapon. But I do kill the 3-5, which is kind of the thing that I have to get rid of. Yeah, let's just go all in here. He can also choose to just not block. I mean... Okay, so he's made some very good blocks here. What I think I'll do here is kill off his 4-4 with my Mithril Mace. Oh no, he gives this lifesteal and attacks for 5 next turn. Ooh, I can't beat this card. I can't beat this card. Oh, I can't even play the... Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I just lost this game. I can't even play the Mithril Mace because I don't have my second Justice. Oh, jeez. I just kept saying I shouldn't make any mistakes, and I'm just making terrible mistakes. So now I'm actually really screwed on the backswing. Let's see if he chooses to attack me with everything or just this 1 unit. And attack me for 5. He attacks me with everything. I take 8, go to 4 here? No? Okay, so I don't get the option to block. Oh, isn't this the perfect draw? Alright. Okay, so now I'm not dead. My board position is pretty good. My opponent is most likely not going to be able to attack me until he finds another flying unit. So he's got tricks. And I'm just going to go and throw my stuff at it. So if he has a finest hour, this grows to 10. So I need this to kill it if he has a finest hour. Uh-oh. Oh no. I still lose 2 units, but I lose my 2 best units. That's not good. And he gains tons of life. Oh, alright. I only lose 1 unit because I have 13. Right. Alright, well there's the power that I really needed. But I used the trick out of his hand, so he can't attack me anymore, I don't think. I'm actually gonna grow this. I think growing this... No. Playing the 7-7 seems like the proper play here. The 7-7 is gonna hold back his entire team. I lost 2 things last turn, but he lost... Well, he lost half a card. So he's traded half a card for 2 of my good cards. That's pretty gross, actually. First things first, let's grow my team. And then let's protect my 7-7. Oh, do I want to protect my 7-7 or do I want to protect this? Actually, I just want to draw a sigil here because I'm kind of worried about this thing killing me in 3 turns. Yeah, I'm just gonna make an attack next turn and hope he kills my my porter here. He doesn't... oh no. I'm not sure if he knows that I'm desperate for the green source here. This forces some blocks, although this 4-6 is kind of a free block. This 5-5 is also kind of a free block. The 7-7 will get double blocked, I think. And I lose my 7-7 and my... I don't need my army of 1-1s. The 1-1s aren't going to win me the game. I actually rather just force some uncomfortable blocks out of my opponent here. I'm really hoping he blocks the porter. Oh no, he's got so many good cards. Oh god, and he doesn't kill this. So I'm actually straight up dead to his flying units unless I draw another sigil here. Oh no. Oh, well, I would have lost either way because I could have Mithril Mace down one of his units, but his Victor's Cry on another flying unit is most certainly going to kill me here. Oh, I got destroyed by not having a second Justice in this game. Because if I had the Mithril Mace out a lot earlier, I could slowly mow down his flying units. But wow, okay. My opponent's deck is very good though. And I've already said in the beginning that my deck is really weak against flying units. Even 1/1/2/2s slowly chipping away at me did the job. But that second Justice really hurt me that game. But anyway, and of course I think I'm not sure if it was a mistake that one turn where I attacked in, hoping that I can use the Mithril Mace to finish off his 4/6 flying Beetle. I'm realizing that I couldn't play the Mithril Mace, but although I think I may have made attacks like that anyway just to squeeze in damage, but I'm not sure. That could have been a mistake just because, well, it was definitely a mistake that I didn't realize I couldn't play the Mithril Hammer. That was the Mithril Mace. That was definitely a mistake. But the play, I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and review the clip. All right, next game. Okay. Oh no. This hand is terrible. Let's just draw that. You can't keep 5-power hands that have your first play being a 4-drop that's a weapon, not even a unit, and then your next thing is a 6-drop. Those hands are not keepable. This hand is not great. At the very least, we have a turn 1 play and a turn 3 play that we cannot play. But this is a good card on turn 5, and I don't think Envelop is an early game card. This is not something I would use in the first few turns, so I may consider using Sandstorm just to draw a card because I am desperate for something to draw into something. If he attacks me with a 3/1, I might just block. Oh no. No, that's so bad. He kills my unit for free. Yeah, I need to draw a card. I need to draw something, or I'm taking too much damage. It's a 4-drop. I need a 3-drop. Oh, my opponent is coming on board pretty aggressively here. This 3-drop is not bad. If I draw a Primo, it's quite good. This is a very strong combo. But next turn, I'm most likely just going to play the Copperhall Recruit, and that will hold back his team. And if he attacks me here, I'm just going to go ahead and trade it. I mean, I can't afford to sit around and just keep taking more and more damage from him. There's no guarantees that this thing will grow, because I don't have Primo in my hand. Alright. I mean, you play with the information you have. You can't just bank on that, right? So I still the decision at the time was probably correct. Oh man. Hindsight is always 20/20. Sure. I guess, well, that was a really big waste of a turn. Yeah, that was a big waste of his, that was just, he just basically discarded a card for nothing there. Now I'm in super good shape because this draws me gains me a life every turn, and that will completely negate the 1 damage from the Unseen Agent there. And if he puts a big weapon onto it, I can always envelop it in a future turn. So I feel pretty safe. My opponent's whole board does nothing. I'm really sad that this died, now that I have this in play. Oh no, okay, so yeah, that's fine. That's still okay. I can't do anything, and I don't want to play this because playing this doesn't give me amazing attacks, and he has no flying units, right? Although these 2 colors is unlikely to have a lot of flying units anyway. So I think maybe having a large unit out there to attack with is not bad. Let's just go ahead and do that. What I would really like is to make him kill this, make him put the weapon onto this, and then envelop it, and getting rid of all of his goods. Oh, jeez! I am just punting left and right. Oh, this is really bad. I'll throw this away and throw this away, because I do want him to put the weapon onto the 3/1. The worst case scenario is if he put the weapon onto the 3/1 flyer instead. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to do this. I don't have a lot of removal spells. I can't keep taking damage like this in every turn. Taking 3 a turn is already bad enough. If I had just simply waited 1 more turn to play this, then I would be in really good shape. But now I'm in pretty bad shape, especially because I've been drawing a lot of power here. So let's just swing in with these and hope I can trick him into some kind of bad block. Okay, sure. I'm taking 4 this turn. I'm taking 3 a turn because of the guy of the life gain here. But wow, I should have been a little bit more patient. I forgot that there's a common flying unit in Shadow, one that I passed many copies of during my draft. Yep, nothing I can do about these. I used my Sandstorm already, and I used this. I actually have no cards left that can deal with flying units. This is really bad. And he's at 23, I'm not winning this race, and I'm still drawing power. I have 9 power, I have 10 power now. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose this game here. And that will make this a 3-3 draft, and that makes me quite sad. This game, in hindsight, I felt like I made a lot of mistakes, but were those really mistakes? Given the information I have at the moment? I mean, like, is it just a series of really being unlucky? Because, oops, like, first of all, I didn't have the Primal, so I traded this, which was a mistake. Second, I used the Sandstorm to draw a card because I was desperate to draw a card. That's a bad trade. It's 2 for 1. Ah, the Ageless Mentor. So I am straight up dead here. I don't know what I can draw. Yeah, so the second thing was using the Sandstorm to draw a card, but I felt like I needed to because I had nothing in my hand, and my opponent was pretty aggressive, and I couldn't. I felt like I couldn't just wait around and do nothing. So I think that Sandstorm cast just to draw an extra card was okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm dead here. And then finally, the decision to play the Sandbind Titan was okay too, because I am being pressured and he's doing damage to me and I'm not beating him on board. I felt like I do need to put a threat out there to start racing him, and that definitely cost me the game. So maybe just a series of, I guess, questionable decisions that could have swung either way, and in every opportunity to make that decision I made the wrong one. But I still feel like, given the information I had at the time, the decision was fine. That was an unfortunate game. But our deck did lose to exactly what we felt like we were weak against, which is flying units. We lost both our games to flying units. And they weren't even big flying units. They were just small flying units chipping away at us every turn, eventually killing us. So I think lesson learned there is really need to draft more anti-flying, but I didn't think that there were that many more anti-flying cards that came my way. I could have maybe drafted some Justice flying units myself just to block with. And I believe when the flying Justice units were available in the first pack, I wasn't sure that I was going to be in Justice, so I didn't take them. So I guess from the drafting perspective, that wasn't really that big of a mistake. And later on in the draft, when I really needed the anti-flying units or anti-flying cards, I picked up whatever I could, the Archive Creator and the Sandstorm. So I didn't think that that was that bad. I think the biggest mistake in the draft was taking the Ancient Bubble over the Entrapment. Having the extra removal spell in my deck may have made all the difference in the world, but anyway, given the information I had at the time, I think I would have preferred to have the first copy of the Ancient Bubble over the first copy of the Entrapment, just because I have so many good cards that combos with it. But that could have also been a mistake. So a lot of self-reflection there. This draft has certainly been an interesting one. I think there was just so many decision points where I could have made something different, which was what made this draft more fun. Like, I didn't feel that I lost any game because I had no control over the match. I didn't feel like I got power screwed, or the third game the third loss, I got flooded a little bit, but I still didn't think that that was the reason I lost. There were so many opportunities along every game I play where I could have made different choices and different that may have led to different results. And I think that is why Eterno is fun, and I think that is something you look forward to when you do a draft. And I do feel the drafting format seems okay. I actually didn't notice a tremendous difference in the draft, in this one draft that I've done since patch 1.28. I didn't feel like the archetypes were any better. I didn't feel like whatever it is that I tried to build came together any better than before. It kind of actually fell apart in the fourth pack, just like it was before patch 1.25. So, but that's a sample size of exactly one game, and that means nothing. So can't be biased by that. It's gonna have to take 20 games or 30 games to have any kind of statistical significance on your results. So I don't mean 20, 30 games, 30 drafts, and that's gonna be a couple months in coming because I'm not playing as much. So I'm acquiring gold a lot slower these days. My first initial impression of the new drafting format didn't feel like it changed all that much. I had fun playing this draft. There was a lot of decision points, which made the draft interesting. I didn't feel like it didn't feel like any of those drafts where I was robbed of decision making, and I didn't feel hopeless in any of the games, certainly. So I thought it was a good draft. I thought it was fun. So if every draft can be like this, regardless of what the end result looked like, I think I'll be okay with it. All right, so let's see if I get any chest upgrades. Nope, no chest upgrades. Not too far away from the next. Oh, actually, just like one ranked game away from the next draft. So I'll record the next draft pretty soon. I think that was pretty fun. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, feel free to yell at me in the comments where I made mistakes, especially where my rationale for making certain mistakes could be wrong too. So if you didn't agree with me, I would love to hear your thoughts. That's going to improve me as a player, and also having that discussion and dialogue with you can make improve us both as players. So yeah, leave comments below. Thanks.